many ways to get by a guard. It's just a practical, functional way of doing it. It's not pretty. Guard fighting in Newaza isn't big and spectacular. Things happen incrementally, So I'm incrementally trying to take more control over him. Patience is a virtue in ground fighting, it really is. Patience is a virtue anyway, but especially in ground fighting. So we're up here, and when I'm fighting here, my base, the way my feet are on my knees, I'm not flat on my feet. It's comfortable, but I don't want to be comfortable when I'm engaged in a fight here. So, but if I come up too high, he's going to grab, he's going to take advantage of I've got all kinds of trouble there. So I don't want to come up too high on him, so I've got to just start arching him and controlling him and use my legs to manipulate him with my legs, okay? By doing that first, then I can better manipulate him with my hands. So start with your legs. So if we're fighting here, and we're doing, now, I'm going to start trapping. See how I came up here on my knee? Trap this in. It keeps him from reaching it. I can push it down there. That's a danger. I can back out, But I'm starting to trap here. And then this will give me a better opportunity to control his hips. So what I want to do, if I trap here, I might want to trap this far hip here, because I've got this secured, so I can start working here, and there I've got that. But now I also got to remember, he can slide that up and do in a sankaku, and I'm in trouble. So I've got to always be aware of that. So you don't want to just come up here and think, oh, I'll pass that guard real easy. I don't know of anybody that dumb anymore. They might be out there. You hope you fight it, okay? All right. So, but when you're working here, start grabbing the hips and controlling, and keep pulling him in. If I go to him, I'm going on his turf, okay, and that's not good. So I got to keep pulling him back to me and keep jacking him up, okay? Now, it looks like I'll probably be able to pass either way I want, but it looks like I'm going this way, but I'm not. I'm actually going to go this way, okay? So I'm going to get a little momentum here. So I tied him in here, and I'm kind of tying up this hip. And what's he think? He thinks everything's going to come over here. I'm going to strangle something. I'm not. What I'm going to do is now not really use my hand on his leg. I'm going to just shuck him over, really. So my hand's on his hips, and what I want to do now is a quick pop like this to the side, but I keep a hold of those hips. Can you go over here and show this hip here? I'm still controlling on this hand on the belt here, because what I want to do is just to get really low and start working them from here. It's an unusual approach to side control, but it really works. It really does work. So we're fighting here, I'm staying south of the border. I'm starting to shift back here. Triangle stuff. I'll pull up there to maybe negate that. Okay, I'm starting to come here. I can get here, okay. We're starting to work. It takes time. It takes time. Take your time, but do it in a hurry, because you've got to be efficient in your movements. Now, once I start to this, I'm going to come to the side here, and he's thinking, oh, everything's to his left, okay. But what I'm going to do is just helps me wing his hips over this way. Bam, like this. Do not let go with your hands on his belt. Because now, as soon as you clear those legs over, trap him with your head. My old coach, Renee Pomerell, says it's your third arm. Couldn't say TH, so he said third, it's your third. So it's trap him there. Now, I've got him in pretty much a nice little hip hold here. And I'm just going to start working up. Now, if I can't go over the top, I'll go over the bottom. I'll underhook here and just start working in this position. First thing I've got to control, I've got to make sure I'm not too close to him. I can start working here, come back, stay positioned, start working. Things happen. Just keep working. And I'm going to fool him a little bit, come over here. See, I'm trapping here. He's thinking everything's happening. Now watch this. Just wing him over. When you do that, just use your arm to roll and lift. Just roll, lift. As soon as you do that, trap. That head traps the near leg. Now start working to the side, get control. Start working. If you could hold this way, I got long arms, I could do it, but you may not. Just start working up, and there you go, Sakomi. Again, it isn't fancy, it isn't beautiful, it is effective, and he's fighting the whole time, and just remember, you're trying to keep him, but like you're doing a throw, you're breaking him off balance. You're putting him up on his shoulders as high as you can, stacking him. Don't want to be strong on his hips on the mat, because he'll fight me back. A good bottom guy, and Please don't just think, well, I'm going to go this way. Well, you're in trouble now. Oh, I'm in trouble now. Okay, so you don't want to do that. Okay? Good try.